different portion of Exhibit 12. Exhibit 12 being the presumption, but we're labeling it associated with the two overlaying or multiple overlaying footwork pattern transfers on the foot.
Correct.
Okay, now we're at photo 100 of State's Exhibit 5. And what perspective is this photo shot from?
This would be the bathroom entrance. So the south side of the residence would be behind me. This is the decedent's bedroom, the staircase leading down to the front door.
I did want to, I missed one question. If we could just go back to the last photo. Just as a general point, are you able to determine the shoe size by using a ruler or not?
I would not be able to.
So that you're not, that ruler is simply for scale, for the purposes of some other examiner to then conduct further terms of testimony.
Correct.
Now we're at photo 101, and this appears to be a closer-up shot of the decedent's body and the blood flow trail. Can you point out anything else of significance that's depicted there?
Those footwear transfer patterns, this is before we treated it. The chemicals that we used to enhance those were being used after we were done with this. So now we're going before we treated them. You have this blood flow. Blood is a liquid. It's a colloidal liquid, meaning it has solids in it, cells, white blood cells, platelets, but it always acts the same, like a liquid. So there's certain things that we can determine from looking at blood. Blood follows gravity, so it's flowing away from the decedent. Here we have somewhat of a pool. We have some material here, soft tissue. What exactly it is, I couldn't say for sure, but it is tissue that is starting to solidify in the gelatinous pool here. We have of interest pattern, if you will, on the decedent's back. Like I said, blood is a liquid, so it follows gravity. If I'm standing up and I'm bleeding, the blood is going to run down. The blood doesn't flow up. So here we see the blood at some point was flowing down. And then here it changes, and now the blood is flowing to his left lateral side of the decedent. You have, again, the pooling here on his arm. We can see the spatter on the door. These passive drops just inside the threshold of the door.
And because we see, as you pointed out, from the wound in the middle of the decedent's back, the fact that the blood flow seems to be in different directions, would that indicate that Mr. Vitalis had moved at a minimum from one position to another after that wound was inflicted?
This pattern indicates that the torso would have been in an upright position to get the flow going from north to south. And then at some point, it changed because the flow pattern changed. So it's going from the wound to his left lateral side. You wouldn't see this pattern if he was standing up. His torso was in the upright position. I can't say he was standing on his feet. I can say that his torso was up, whether he's seated in the upright position, kneeling, or standing. But his torso was in the upright position to get this main flow. And then at some point it changed to his left side. So he's now left side, gravity's pulling the blood from the center of his back because the flow pattern changes. And now we're starting to go to the left side. So he went from this to something like this to get this pattern. This here on his arm is a quantity of blood. More likely that was from when he was upright. Because this little rivulet here, this is what we call a rivulet. This would be a flow or These little runoffs are rivulets, small little rivers, if you will. These impact stains here, more likely from hitting blood that's on the floor.
Excuse me, I just, go over the line. Excuse me.
Yes, sir.